So as they see the richer get richer and them getting poorer, what do they have to lose by taking to the streets? Nothing. So what we're going to look at and I want to make this clear also. We predicted the crash of 2010. It's in the Trends Journal. It was a top trend that came out last December, a year ago. We made it perfectly clear it would not be an equity market crash because it was a rigged market and it was going to be cheap interest rates that keep floating this. And we also said there would be schemes undreamed of that would keep propping it up. And we saw the scheme that just came out as a result of the Dodd-Frank bill that the Federal Reserve has loaned, and under the table dealt over $13 trillion all over the world to all different kinds of companies. General Electric, Harley-Davidson, McDonald's, Credit Suisse, Deutsche Bank, the Tokyo Banks, Bank of England. The con game is that they're conning us with the bank deals. So, yeah, they're propping it up, but what we're saying is that it's collapsed. And the headline story, Alex, for the Trends Journal's top trends that are coming out in a few weeks for 2011 is Wake Up Call 2011. Only the blind, the inept, the ideologically driven, and little kids aren't going to know the deal. And the deal is this. Europe has collapsed. There is no EU. It's gone. They're not going to be able to bail out Portugal. They won't be able to bail out Spain. Ireland is toast. They're not going to be able to salvage Italy with its 120% of debt to GDP ratio. They won't salvage Greece. The Germans are going to go off on their own. There's going to be a global currency crisis. It's happening in front of us. Why do you think why can't they wake up and see why gold is trading at $1,400 an ounce? There is no end in sight, but the end will come when the markets collapse, and we believe that there's going to be a global financial crisis, a crack up in 2011 that people will no longer be able to deny, and the world banks will no longer be able to cover up by printing more of their digital money that's not worth the paper it's not printed on.
Well, Gerald, we know that the mega central banks have wanted to consolidate power, but now they're getting desperate. They realize they've destroyed things so bad, they're finally actually trying to cut taxes, but it looks like too little too late. But here's the model. Here is the Ireland banks are all for sale. Central banker, this is out of CNBC, and he went on to say, they are for sale as far as I'm concerned. I've always been an advocate for foreign banks to own small countries. And he goes on here, this is their central banker. They told him a year ago they had the best economy in Europe. They set him up, they brought him in, and I've seen it in the German news. The Germans are saying they're getting ready to leave the euro if this continues, and I've seen the financial breakdowns. This is mathematically impossible to pay back, and the system knows that, so they're just trying to suck as much as they can while telling everybody that everything's fine.
Exactly. And by the way, that's where this whole WikiLeaks thing comes in. I don't know if you saw the video of me on Fox about a week and a half ago when the WikiLeaks story broke and how they set me up. They had 4 against me. And
stay there. Tell us about it when we get back. I didn't see it. I mean, you're on so much television, I miss a lot of it, but I did see it linked on our site, but I didn't have a chance to watch it. Tell us about that. We'll get into this. Congressman saying the Congress is there to serve the banks. You can't make this up. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Gerald Celente.
In a coming-apart world, you need something to keep it tied together. That something is Atwood Rope, the highest quality rope made in the USA, from exotic braids for military, rescue, arborists, shipyards, tow line, or boating. Quality rope at affordable prices you and your customers can depend on. Find a dealer or shop online at atwoodrope.net. Enter promo code RADIO to receive 100 feet of 550 paracord free with purchase. Atwood Rope, working to keep the world tied together.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Is it really possible to get out of debt without payment plans or attorneys? 18 years ago, we developed a program that has made thousands debt-free in just 90 days. It's called Zero Debt in 90 Days, and it works for all credit card debt, medical bills, even collection lawsuits.
When I first joined, I was being sued, so I used the program methods, and after filing one piece of paper, the collection lawsuit was dismissed.
With Zero Debt in 90 days, your success is guaranteed in writing. There is no other program of its kind. Don't be alone when creditors gang up on you. Let our team of experts provide the resources to fight back and stop creditors in only 90 days, guaranteed. Prevent wage garnishments, bank levies, and stop collection calls with our proven program. Call Zero Debt in 90 days now, 800-477-9256, and ask for free information from an expert who also completed our program. 800-477-9256 or ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. 800-477-9256 or ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com.
A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years. The crazy part is, he's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner, General Growth Properties. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free, detailing his biggest and most important prediction yet. And it's a real eye-opener. I can't stress this enough. You should at least watch this free video online today. He explains everything you need to know, including simple steps you can take to protect yourself. You can find the video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica3.com. Watch the free video at www.endofamerica3.com. That's endofamerica3.com.
How well and how fast does Heart and Body Extract work to improve blood circulation? Listen.
My name is Ellis, and I am 66 years old, and I live in Jacksonville, Florida. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed as having clogged arteries. I had 70% blockage in one artery leading to my heart. They wanted me to go on Plavix, but I refused, knowing the negative side effects.
Heart and Body Extract is a unique balance, synergy, and proportion of herbs reaching from head to toe at maximum absorption around 95% at the cellular level.
Within the first month, I felt a dramatic difference. The heaviness in my legs was reduced, and within 2 months, I felt completely normal.
Your natural organic herbal formula for heart health is Heart and Body Extract. Heart and Body Extract comes with a 100% ironclad money-back guarantee. Details at hbextract.com or call 866-295-5305 for Heart and Body Extract. Call 866-295-5305, 866-295-5305 for Heart and Body Extract.
Let's go right back to Gerald Celente. Gerald, I'm going to dig it out of my stack. It's a raw story with the video, with the quote of the congressman saying, hey, Congress is here for the bankers. I guess oxygen is here for them. They are trying to pass the carbon tax to taxes on carbon dioxide, and J.P. Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs literally are the main funders. So I guess the air is theirs because they waddle around and tell us what to do. But as you said, everybody's starting to wake up to them. But what about when you look at Ireland? cutting the benefits that are paid for, raising the taxes, admitting everything goes to the bankers. What is this hubris, this arrogance? Why are they so, like Marie Antoinette saying, let them eat cake? I mean, is there a method to their madness?
No, they're out of touch, and they should be. They live lives that are far, more protected than us. Every time they arrive anywhere, they roll out the red carpet. It's one big, circle jerk. Everybody makes everybody feel so great and important. Look, again, with these WikiLeaks, look what they do. They show us these photo ops, all the glad handing, all the big smiles, and you find out they're nothing but a bunch of crooks, thieves, criminals, buffoons, suck-ups, and bow-downs, and they call it the world leaders. Look at Berlusconi. The world stage is one big burlesque coney. So they are totally out of touch. As I said, their attitude is you go to work, you bring home the money, I'll tell you what to do with it. I'm smarter than you, I'm privileged, and I walk on red carpets. So of course they're out of touch. Look, Alex, when it happened in England, as we're seeing the same thing now happening where they're promoting, the next royal wedding, as they're making it impossible for kids to go to college, it's not even let them eat cake. It's let them eat nothing. They could care less. They're better than we are. There's a photo that we have in the Trends Journal of Hillary Clinton looking, Yeah, it's the White Shoe Club. So they're totally detached. And so when it happens, and the police, unfortunately, are becoming, enforcers for the crime bosses. They beat up the people. The orders are, don't touch the top criminals. Have you seen anybody go to jail from any of the big banks, the Lehman Brothers, the Merrill Lynch mob, the Goldman Sachs?
No, they've
gang?
been burning little bitty, low-level guys in million-dollar deals, million-dollar swindles, and they just roll the red carpet out, and Congress just grovels when they see Greenspan. They just fall to their knees and go, my lord, my king, rape me.
So the cops have you don't touch the big guys. They got the orders. And they can't beat the crime guys on the street, the Bloods and the Crips and the rest of them, which is a growing organization. That's an industry that's thriving.
They can't beat the Mexican mafia, crimes exploding, but they can I've seen old ladies in Austin with cops walking up with their hands on their guns with two old women in a convertible, Seabreeze car or whatever. But then when they see real criminals, they just seem to grovel in fear.
So that's what's happened. The cops have become the crime bosses, the enforcers for the crime bosses. By the way, crime, that's going to be one of the Crime Wave 2011. This thing's starting to break loose, and as you pointed out, they're cooking the numbers. What a surprise. They cook the inflation numbers. They cook the unemployment numbers. They cook the numbers about how many people we've killed they've killed in Iraq and Afghanistan. And they're lying about the crime numbers. It's going to get much worse, and it's worldwide. And criminal activity, by the way, is accepted. If you see it on Wall Street, why not everybody else? So it's gaming the welfare system, gaming the system to become disabled, or ripping off the system from the top. So as people start losing more and more, crime is going to go higher and higher. I don't care what these academics and these crime experts say, that there's no relevant evidence.
Well, Gerald, I mean, half the places I go to, businesses are now being robbed, even in nice areas of town. Cars are getting smashed into, homes are getting robbed. But then I read in the news, they say, oh, crime's not up in Austin, and unemployment's not up. Everything is wonderful. Sit down and shut up. I want to come back, get into more trends this year, and get into this Alabama Republican, Spencer Bachus, says, we are here to serve the banks. That's a quote, period.
We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children, and even how you take care of your health and your own family. Now, this man has made some outrageous predictions over the years. The crazy part is, he's usually right. You see, he predicted the collapse of GM, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, and America's biggest mall owner, General Growth Properties. In fact, Barron's called his work a dire prophecy. Recently, he created a video, which you can watch online for free,